Hello everybody and welcome back to GreenRiver. So in the previous episode I did actually say please suggest your next crop type for Fahr number 9, or the first crop type for Fahr number 9, and I did actually have a lot of different suggestions, which was fantastic. I really do appreciate the response on that one. There were actually two crop types which really stood out, and really I suppose it is now down to me to choose between the two. Overall, the most requests were for sunflowers and maize, in no particular order. And then I thought, right, so both of them, they're really good. Both could be really profitable if we wanted to do it for money, which we probably would do. But then I thought, practical reasons, which one should we really go for? And really, if we look at it in a realistic way, the sunflowers are going to require a different header, but we can still use the combine harvester, which we have. The maize, if we were going to do it as silage, would require a forage harvester, which we don't have, which would be hundreds of thousands of pounds. So obviously that would make the maize probably not worth it. The other thing was, I then thought, right, okay, so we could still do maize, but it would cost a bit of money to do, but would it be worth it? And then I thought, right, pigs, do they take silage? And then I realised they don't, but they do take sunflowers. So then the sunflowers, to me, are the obvious ones to go for. So thank you to everybody who did suggest anything actually, but yeah, in particular the maize. I think next time it'll be fantastic. So when we've actually done the sunflowers, we can plant some maize in there and do that as well. But first of all, sunflowers I think would be a big hit. I think that'd be a really good thing to do, and it would be very useful to us as well, and it won't cost too much money. So what we do need to do though is cultivate it first, as the sunflowers are done with a planter, which is not a direct drill. So we're going to have to go for one of the biggest of the ones here. We do have the horse DLC installed actually, so we could use this one here. But yes, it will need to be cultivated first. That's 12 metres. We actually own this one here, but that is not for sunflowers. The biggest one before that looks to be... oh, well, these are going to be huge. Yeah, that will do it, but I can't really use that. That one, 18.2, yeah, we could use that. 142,000. It's even cheaper actually. Although I do like horse a lot, so although I like Great Plains as well, it's a tough decision. We'll probably go for that one there, I would guess. You can also fertilise with it too, so that is probably the best thing to go for. Anyway, before that, we do of course need to cultivate, and I was going to put some stuff away because I have made it a bit messy around here. The Manitou can go inside the shed, just here, the pallet hall. And if the JCB is here as well, which I think it is, just over there, it is, then I can go with it. And then we'll close the pallet hall up. Oh, there we go. If the door is still open, no it isn't. Okay, but we don't need to have both these doors open. That one can fold down. The JCB is just here. So we'll put that one away too. And the John Deere tractor we'll just put around the back. These really are best suited here, although they are going to be required over at the pig farm very soon. But this is just a good place to store them, out of the weather. There we go, right. So that can come down as well, close the door. Okay, so yeah, to finish off with, the John Deere here, I'll just put it around the back. And I think all the bays are full, but it doesn't matter, I can just put it around here. We have the Hurleyman here too. Hello Hurleyman. It's enjoying its stay. It's actually a very handy tractor, that Hurleyman. We're going to keep it. It's always nice, despite having all the big, really expensive equipment, it's always nice just to have something like the Hurleyman. Just something small, good yard shunter, odd job sort of tractor. Really nice to have. Right, so we're going to go back around there as well to grab the cultivator. We'll probably do some of the cultivating ourselves. I might do it all myself actually, but it just depends how long it's going to take. Because if it is going to be a big job, which it most likely will be, as it's such a big field, I'm probably going to do something else. We do need to tend to the pigs again, so there'll be the odd job over there. And we can also actually do some contracting work as well, if we would like to. Which actually I would quite like to, I think it'd be quite good. Right, okay, so hitch that onto there. Fantastic. mind the barn. And off we go. Yeah, it's so good now that we've got all this space. So much more space than we did have. The door is open. That needs to be closed. And yeah, now we can go over to field number 9. We're venturing out. I don't think I've been that far out before. This is going to be exploring new territories. Although the best way of getting across there is a different matter. I suppose we could just go up to the top bridge and just do the loop. It does seem to be a loop actually, the road. It loops around the right side of the map and then the other one loops around the left side of the map. So you have good access to everything. There is also a forest which I haven't really been to yet, and I would like to do some forestry, big scale. But yeah, we'll do that later. Signs almost hit the sign. This is of course too big for the map, but I just like to have the really big stuff. We are taking up the whole road. Even if I tried, I couldn't take up less than the entire road. It's just taking up everything. Wow. Massive. We'll get people looking at us funny. I probably could have chosen a stronger bridge. We'll see how we do. Okay, so that was fairly painless, that's good. Yeah, we'll just keep going, and eventually we'll come across field number 9. And here it is. That is our field. That's what we've recently purchased. I think it was about 822,000 if I'm not mistaken. I can always look back in my videos and take a look. But it was not cheap, we'll put it that way. It was really expensive. But it is a big piece of land. And I'm just wondering which way we should start. I'm going to do a headland first, because then if we do a headland, then it should make it dead easy for a worker. Even though we've got the AI extension, I still want to make it as easy as possible. But I don't think we'd have a problem. It is a very good mod to have. But yeah, looking at it, with the size of this implement, this cultivator, it really should not take us too long at all to do this. Got more than enough power. It actually really would be a quick job, I would say, especially with GPS. Because obviously this cultivator is massive. It's just I could be getting some other stuff set up while we are just letting this finish off, which might be beneficial, because then we can start the drilling today, well, the planting today as well. For example, we do need to get we need to buy it in the first place, then we need to refill it, or fill it up with the sunflower seeds, and then we need to of course bring it over here. We can use another tractor to do that, so that's not a big problem. So really I think, yeah, if we can get this to work in the background just temporarily, then that'd be great. It can progress, and then if we do get back here and it still isn't finished, I'll take over again and probably finish things off in a time lapse, because I am trying to get this done as quickly as possible. The other good thing is, because the drill is going to be fertilising at the same time, and you only need one fertilising stage to get 100%, well 90% productivity under our current settings, it means that we don't have to get a spreader or anything like that. We don't need to fertilise it again, which is really good. And to be honest, I wouldn't really want to fertilise this field again, because even the biggest sprayer would probably still take a while. Although having said that, the self-propel ones, yeah, they're pretty big. And in comparison to some fields on some maps, this field is tiny. It's just compared to what I'm used to, it's big. It's very big. Water. I didn't realise I was so close to water. Oh, it's actually a forest just here. So we could do some logging here as well. That'd be fun. I look forward to it. I do like to do a bit of forestry. Not too much though. I think you can do too much forestry in these videos. So probably 1 or 2 episodes per series. Obviously we're going to do the Oakfield farm one very soon. I've had some good suggestions on there as well. For example, the BSM logging trailer, instead of using the standard one, which is a very good suggestion. BSM's mods are obviously incredible, really good. Or BS mods really, isn't it? Because it's Black Sheep modding. Otherwise I'm saying Black Sheep modding's mods. I suppose it does work. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anything I say. I speak rubbish most of the time. But no, seriously. Black Sheep modding's mods are brilliant. They really are. Well, I think you can already see the impact that we're making here by going around the headland. It is already a fair chunk of the field which is being cultivated. So we're probably going to have to go up and down a few times and then it will be done. I think it'll take probably, for a worker, about 20 minutes, I would have thought. Maybe less. Because we're doing a fair speed here, 11 miles per hour with whatever work. Is it 24 metre working with? I'm not too sure. But it is big. Okay, so we're just finishing off the first headland, or the only headland we're going to do. And that should make life so easy for everybody. For the worker, and for me, because I won't have to keep correcting the worker, hopefully. So, I'll just get it set up, and we'll begin. I think we're probably better off starting the other side. Right, let's see how it does. With a bit of luck, it's going to do an incredibly good job here. Oh. Yep, obviously a very big piece of equipment. What is it anyway? John Deere 2410. I wonder if that means 24.1 metres. I can check. It would be much easier than guessing. Let's take a look here. Oh, it doesn't say. But yeah, I think it is still... Or don't sell it. I think it is still a big machine. So, well, of course it's a big machine. I think it is still 24.1 metres. Right, so while he's doing that, we need to go and buy the planter. It is going to be hopefully the 18 metre planter. So I wouldn't have thought it's quite as big as that, but it doesn't really need to be. I'm stranded here now. We're over at the pig farm where the Deutz Fahr is. This is a very big tractor, decent size, so this can actually bring the planter over to the field. We can use it to actually refill the planter as well. It is going to cost us quite a bit of money. In fact, money which we technically don't have, but again, the bank is very useful for this. They do like to give us plenty of money. Oh no, I've left the gate open. Oh, bear with me. Stay safe, pigs. Oh, and I did actually give them quite a bit more sugar beet, but as you can see, everything else is depleting rapidly. Luckily, we do have 6,788 litres of pig food left, so if the worst comes to the worst, I can still top it up a bit, but we really do need to, you know, get some more food for them to have. Again, the sunflowers will be fantastic for this. That'll actually fulfill that category. Canola, sunflowers, soybeans, that'll go to green. Obviously the sugar beet is green, which will leave the pig food just going into these two here. So life is going to become easier, even though there is now 203 pigs, and yeah, we bought 150 just 2 days ago. So they are extremely busy. Well, here we are. We're going to have to go to the ATM machine and just take out an extended loan. But that's what it's all about, this Let's Play. It's all about spending lots of money. Thing is, I won't buy the pig food, but I will spend tons of money on machinery to produce pig food, because at least that way we're actually making an effort. So, yeah, we need to go to sewing machines, we need to go to the Great Plains one. I think the Great Plains one is going to be the best one for us to go to, and I won't make the mistake of having to buy the hopper separately, because in the past I've bought like this one here, without realising that you actually have to have this one with it. So yeah, I think when it says part of the puzzle is the Acros 650, I think that is referring to weights. So a front weight is not a problem. We will buy that as soon as we have the money. If I just go to the shop, or the bank, sorry, borrow a fair bit, that should do nicely. It's lovely having an endless supply of money. We could have leased it, but I don't really want to because we're going to be doing much more in the future with this planter. And another nice feature about this map is it does have a seed refill point. We don't have to use pallets, which is very nice. The pallets are a good idea, but when you've got such big equipment, it does take a long time to actually refill that particular implement. So yeah, having the refill point is very nice. That is huge. I think it's just about big enough for our field. We'll see. Wow. I'm just not used to such big equipment. I just never use it at all. I think the last time I used equipment like this was actually on the American Outback map, I think. I think even in multiplayer I haven't used anything quite so big. Wow. Okay, so if I can get around the bend, I will go and refill it. It's going to be tough, but it is possible. I would have been better off going to the next bridge. Still, here we are. I think the Deutz Fahr is doing a very good job so far, because this thing cannot be light. We can also see that the John Deere is still working. The worker is doing a good job. The glance mod again is a very useful mod to have. Okay, so... Oh, actually, was this the one which fertilised at the same time? Ah, no, I'm still getting confused about the icons. Yeah, that's right. So, actually did the other one. Sorry, I'm flicking between the two pages. Oh, that one did do. That one did do. Ah, so annoying. I can go back. I can, so that would not be a problem. Yeah, I always get this icon here confused with that icon there. Bad habit. Yeah, I do want to fertilise at the same time. So, 1 second. Right, that is actually better because it is so much shorter. In fact, it's even small enough now for this tractor to do the job, which is fantastic. It is considerably smaller anyway, because the other one was 18.2, was it? 18.5 possibly meters. This one is 12. But even 12 meters, that is still a big machine. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that anyway, because that is obviously a big machine. Still, it is really good in the way that we can actually fertilise at the same time. Usually, the seed level goes down faster than the fertiliser level, so there is a possibility here that we're going to have to take some seed over to the field as well. But that's not a problem, because we can do that with the lorry and the Manitou while this works in the field. I would have thought it would probably need a top up with fertiliser, but not necessarily, because it has such a big tank by the look of it. You can already see that it's at 3,500. It's going to be 7,000 litre tank for fertiliser. That is very good. It's a very big tank. So yeah, I actually think it is just going to be seed. It's going to require a refill of seed. It's going overcast as well. Wow. Sorry, I'm being easily impressed by some overcast sky. Anyway, I just wanted to draw your attention to the NLD Farmers poster just here, the banner. Obviously, NLD Farmers are the creator of the map, and I think they've done a very good job. It's certainly a very addictive map to play on, and so many people say, oh, thank you so much for putting GreenRiver out today as a video, because they like the map so much. So yes, NLD Farmers, you have clearly succeeded with this map, that is for sure. To be fair, actually, I don't think I've used any other mods by them. If I have, then I must apologise for not recognising the fact of that, but I don't know. NLD Farmers. I think this one is done by Bart, so I don't know. I'm at risk of, you know, offending somebody here, but if I have used your mods before, thank you, and I apologise for not recognising it. But yeah, this map is obviously incredible, really, really good. Thoroughly enjoying it so far, and one thing I couldn't believe was that when I look back at how many episodes I've done, we're already on 20. How on earth are we already on episode 20? It feels like 2 seconds ago I put the vote out for the next Let's Play. The next map to do in the Let's Play. Incredible. Time really does fly when you're having fun. You know when you're doing a bad map, because you look at how many episodes you've done and you're on something way less than what you thought. I've got to admit, actually, that's probably happened once, possibly twice, in the history of my Let's Plays, none of which are in FS17. There was one, I think, in 15, which I won't mention, but overall, all the mod maps do tend to be incredibly great fun. So how's it getting on? It looks to have almost finished. Doing a very good job. So we'll start at this end, and yeah, really we do need to get going with the loading of more seed, just because I really do believe we're going to get through the seed really quickly. It is set to sunflowers, so I don't have to accidentally plant the wrong thing. That's a good job I checked. It wouldn't be the first time. I have actually started to plant the incorrect crop, which I think I've actually shown in a Let's Play before. It hasn't happened for a while though, which is good. I think everything's set up. Let's start it up and we can begin. Turn the beacons off. I'll also put GPS on so that we can stay in a straight line. That's good. Probably shift it over a little bit. But now this should go really well, I'm hoping. We probably don't even need to be in this tractor because a worker can do it and we can take over from the worker in the John Deere. Let me just see here. It's a 10-hectare field. Okay, that's set incorrectly. There we go. It's working well. Right, I wonder how far through our many vehicles we are from the John Deere. There it is. Right, I'll stop it there, save a bit of money, do it myself. There we go, we'll turn the AI extension mod off for this one. That's an annoying width. We're going to have to go back up again just for that tiny sliver. But it must be done. It would be nice also to actually get a bit of sunshine and just move forward a bit. Put the time to 120. So really, all we have to do is make sure the drill is filled up with seed and fertiliser, and then the worker can do the rest. It should be a really easy process. And then very soon, we should be able to do a huge sunflower harvest. Now I don't actually know at this stage which way to do it. Again, you can post your opinion down below. We could actually do a vote as well possibly. But what we could do is either have me and the combine harvester, and then obviously me and the tractor as well. It would be a fairly slow harvest. Or we could have maybe 3 combine harvesters, obviously 2 of which would be leased, and then me carting, doing a big job. It would be a very big job, but me carting to the sell point and to the pig farm. Ooh, look at that updating. Stylish. It's a rapid harvest from one of the neighbouring farms. Whatever combine they have, I would like to have a go. Because they just harvested about 8 hectares in about 30 seconds. Less than 30 seconds. Wow. Now with the drill, as you'll have seen, we haven't actually done a headland, so the worker is having to work out everything for itself. And it actually does seem to have mastered the corner. To be honest, I can't remember which setting I had it on, whether it was on headland, where you go around in a circle, or if you go up and down the field. But either way, it has managed that very well, which is very impressive. Now luckily we can get out of the way in a second. It might overlap into our section, but it shouldn't really matter. We'll drop this off, and then we'll load up just a few pallets of seed, come back with the Manitou as well, and then whenever it needs to be refilled, we can refill it. I think it's got 86% left in it of seed, so it's doing a very good job. We don't need to bring too much over, but chances are it's going to require something. So that was really painless. That was absolutely dead easy for such a big field for cultivating. Of course we had a lot of help from a worker. And we'll just check up on this though. It's set to circle. So we can actually keep it as a circle if we would like to, which I might do to begin with, just to put a headland down. But then after that it might be worth going up and down the field. But whatever it feels more comfortable with, really, it should be absolutely fine with that setting. Yeah. So I'm off. I'm going to go to the yard, drop off the cultivator, and then we'll come back with the lorry, as I said, with some seed and a Manitou. Looking at the current consumption though, which is 15%, I don't think we're going to need more than about 5 pallets of seed. But I could be wrong. It might be worth bringing more. And here we are. It's nice that we have this gate, or this entranceway, into the field. It's almost as if the creator of the map expected us to do something like this. Maybe they did. Or maybe it was just supposed to be an entrance to a grass field. But either way, it has left many possibilities open. I still don't know what to do with... crash, so close. Oh, yeah, I still don't know what to do with this piece here. I don't know if we should put like a hedgerow in or a fence or something, or if we should just leave it open. Because we could just leave it open to the field. It's just it doesn't really divide it off from the rest of the field. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. So there we go. Shut that down. And all we have to do now is go over to our lorry, which is over at the pig farm, I think. Oh no, sorry, it's actually over at the shop. That's perfect, 'cause that's exactly where these pallets are going to be. So if we go to pallets, we should be able to find the seed. £900 for 1,000 litres. Yeah, I think 5, even 4 could be enough, but yeah, we'll do 5 just to make sure. And we'll put it on... I was going to try a different setting actually, the different setting of bigger pallets, just to see if it changes the orientation. Because the other ones weren't sitting right, but that could have just been those pallets. Oh yeah, that's definitely doing it. That's definitely doing it for bigger pallets. Maybe I'll have to unload that and do it again. Because these pallets are small. Oh no, it has... No, I'll unload it. Yeah, I'll put it to standard pallets because that should work perfectly. There we go. So that's how it should be, but I would say possibly for the straw harvest pallets we should have it on bigger pallets since they don't always fit perfectly. But that's good. That will do nicely. So all we need now is the Manitou, and then we really will be ready to go. But we'll get it finishing off in the next episode while we do something else. We do actually still need to finish the potato harvest, so I mustn't forget that. There isn't that much of an area, but I still would like to use the self-propel one, because that would be much easier. If we look in our mirror, we might see the Manitou, which I can't see it at all. Maybe when we turn. Yeah, we should do. But it is there. Obviously it's much slower than us, so it won't be keeping up too well. Just wondering if I can see it. There it is, you can just about see a little speck. If you're watching on a mobile phone, chances are you won't see a thing. But it is there, I've gone too far now. There it is, hello Manitou. That will have really confused the driver of the Manitou. It's had to turn around as well. Right. It would have been better off not following us, because we have no idea where we're going. The sense of direction of the farm we're playing is non-existent. How is he getting on? Very well. So that's 57% seed. The Manitou I think is still... Yep, there it is, still following us. But yeah, really all we have to do now is just keep it topped up and it'll be fine until the end. The fertiliser level is still at 93%, so yes, we definitely do not need to bring any fertiliser. But yeah, as I thought, we do need to have some seed. But it's looking very good. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let's finish off next time. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.